Hi friends, very good morning. In today's video, we will be briefly talking about bond coupon, bond yield, bond YTM. Now these terms may sound a bit confusing, so we'll try to take this with the help of an example. But before we begin this, small disclaimer that this free educational video is purely for the purpose of knowledge and should not be considered as any advice or any offer to sell anything. Okay, now as we understand, bonds trade in the market. So obviously you buy bonds, they will be trading either on their face value or above the face value. So for purpose of simplicity, I am today comparing or buying a bond today from a market for purpose of example, let's say at a premium. So I'm buying a bond worth rupees 100 at a premium of 1 rupee. So 101 rupee is the value of this bond. And every year I am getting 10% interest on this bond. And at the end of period, which is the 5-year maturity period, I would be getting back my principal along with interest. So firstly, what is bond coupon in this case? Coupon is nothing but the interest which is paid. So 10 rupees every year is being paid, or 10% is the bond coupon. Now, is this your real return? Well, the answer is no. Because if you really were to calculate the return which you are getting on this bond, one way to calculate is 10 rupees divided by 100, which means 10% is my return, which in layman terms is called the current yield. But this does not capture today's market price of the bond, which is 101. So 10 divided by 101 would mean 9.9. A slightly better way to look at the return of this bond, which is 9.9%. This return is also called the nominal yield of the bond. But if one were to accurately calculate the return of this bond, one also needs to understand that this 10 rupees which I am getting for 5 years is not in one go. I am getting 10 rupee on year 1, year 2 10 rupees, year 3, year 4, and similarly at the end 10 rupees along with principal, which makes it 110. So how can I calculate using one single 10 rupee formula and calculating? I am getting this entire money broken down over various periods of time. So the better way would be to use an Excel calculator using the yield formula or an XIRR formula, which basically tries to capture the value of money over the entire period of time. So it tries to calculate in simpler terms the value of that 10 rupees which I'm getting 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, 3 years, 4 years, and 110 rupees in today's terms to calculate the effective return, which you can read more using XIRR or yield functions in Excel. So it tries to capture the effective return of that money in today's value, as if the entire money was invested today. What would be my effective return? So that return would be 9.72%, which gives you the most accurate way to calculate the effective return of bond, which is also called in financial terms the yield to maturity, YTM, of the bond. Now, certain bonds may also have a call option. That means before the due date, you or the issuer would want to, not you, the issuer of the bond would want to prematurely withdraw the bond. So what actually happens is, let's say after 2 years that call option is exercised. So then in that case, if one were to calculate the yield using the same formula, that will be called yield to call of the particular bond. So that will also try to take in similar manner like in YTM the present value of all the future cash flows of that particular bond. So today we have learned in this video about nominal yield, current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call, and coupon of the bond in simple terms. Thank you very much. Stay safe. And once again, thanks for watching this video.